Imagine for a moment that you are between 65 and 80 years old, and despite the passage of time, short pause, you still carry the energy, strength, and vitality that many believe impossible at this age. Pause. Now, did you know there are certain signs that reveal if your body and mind are aging in an exceptional way? These signs are so powerful that even scientists consider them markers of longevity. Short pause. And the best part is that if you have them, you may be destined to live to 100 or more. Most people think aging means inevitable decline, less strength, weaker memory, less independence. But that is not the whole truth. Short pause. In fact, many men and women reach advanced ages while maintaining a full, independent, and active life. What is their secret? Exactly the signs we are going to explore in this video. Stay with me. Short pause, because we are going to go through a list of abilities and habits that are much more than simple daily gestures. They are real proof that your body is working like a well-tuned engine. Short pause. Some will seem obvious, like walking with agility. But others are surprising and rarely discussed, even though they are key to predicting quality of life in later years. I invite you to pay attention, and above all, short pause, to reflect on each point. Can you do it yourself, or is it perhaps an area where you should put in a little more work? Pause. This journey is not about comparing, but about discovering opportunities to improve your health and extend your vitality. And let me give you a preview. Short pause. The last sign I will share with you is one of the most ignored, yet those who maintain it have a much greater chance of reaching 100 with energy and fullness. Short pause, so stay until the end, because what you are about to hear could change the way you look at aging. Pause. Sign number 1. Standing up from a chair without using your hands. One of the simplest and at the same time most revealing tests of your health is the ability to stand up from a chair without using your hands. Short pause. It may seem like a small, almost insignificant action, but this everyday gesture is a powerful indicator of longevity. Why is it so important? Short pause. Because this movement engages several essential systems: the strength of your legs, the stability of your core, the coordination of your balance, and the health of your joints. When all of them work together in harmony, standing up feels natural and effortless. Short pause. But if you need to push off with your hands or lean forward to get up, your body is already signaling a loss of strength and stability. Geriatric experts consider this ability one of the most reliable predictors of long-term independence. Short pause. Think about it. Falls are one of the leading causes of serious injuries in older adults. Having strong legs and good balance means less risk of accidents, short pause, and more confidence to move freely. Take the example of Martha, age 72. She had always been active, but one day noticed it was getting harder to rise from her favorite armchair. Short pause. At first, she blamed it on fatigue, until her doctor explained that the difficulty was a sign of muscle loss. Martha decided to act. She began with simple exercises like assisted squats and standing up from higher chairs. Short pause. Within a few weeks, she saw the difference. She no longer needed to push with her hands and felt more confident when walking. Short pause. Her self-assurance returned, along with her motivation to stay active. The best part about this sign is that even if it feels difficult now, you can always regain it. With consistency, strength exercises adapted to your level, and a bit of patience, your muscles can become strong again and give you back that valuable independence. So next time you rise from a chair, do it consciously. Short pause. If you can stand up without support, celebrate it. It's clear proof that your body still has the strength it needs to accompany you on the path toward a longer and healthier life. Pause. Sign number 2. Walking briskly without getting tired. Walking may seem like one of the simplest activities in the world, but the speed and endurance with which you do it can reveal a lot about your health and life expectancy. Short pause. In fact, several studies have shown that the ability to maintain a brisk and steady pace is directly linked to longevity. If you are between 65 and 80 years old and can still walk briskly without losing your breath, short pause, you belong to a small and privileged group. This means your cardiovascular system is working efficiently. Short pause. Your lungs are distributing oxygen properly, and your muscles still have the stamina to sustain ongoing effort. In other words, short pause. Your body is responding like a well-maintained engine. Think about it. Short pause. When you walk fast, it's not just your legs that are moving. Your heart speeds up, your circulation improves, and your lung capacity is tested. If you can do it without difficulty, it's a sign that your vital organs are working in balance. Short pause. On the other hand, if you notice it's getting harder to keep up the pace, or that you need frequent stops, it could be an early warning sign of decline that deserves attention. Take the example of Louis, age 74. During his daily walks, he began to realize it was taking him longer to reach the park. Short pause, and that he had to pause to catch his breath. His doctor explained that walking speed is a clinical marker of health. So Louis decided to work on it. He started with short intervals, walking a little faster for a few minutes, then slowing down. Short pause. Over time, he regained agility and now feels much younger than his ID set. Even his mood improved, because every firm step reminded him that he could still push past limits. The best part is that improving your pace doesn't require complex training. By simply deciding to walk a little faster each day, keeping good posture, standing tall, and being consistent, your body will respond. Short pause. If you can still maintain a brisk pace without getting tired, celebrate it. It's undeniable proof that your heart, lungs, and muscles still have plenty to give. Sign number 3. Balancing on one foot. Balance is one of those abilities we rarely value until we begin to lose it. Yet it is a determining factor in quality of life during the later years. If you are between 65 and 80 years old and can still stand on one foot for at least 10 seconds without wobbling, short pause, you are showing that your body is functioning in excellent coordination. This simple gesture involves more than it seems. It is not only about the strength of your legs. Short pause. Your nervous system, your reflexes, your vision, and your inner ear all work together to keep you upright. When any of these systems weaken, balance is usually one of the first things to decline. Short pause. And with it comes a higher risk of falls, one of the greatest threats to the health of older adults. The good news is that balance can be trained. Take Don Ernesto, age 76, as an example. One morning, while trying to put on his socks while standing, he noticed he had to lean against the wall to avoid falling. Short pause. Alarmed, he decided to practice small balance exercises every day, standing on one foot while brushing his teeth. Short pause. Walking in a straight line as if down an imaginary hallway, or doing slow yoga movements. Short pause. Within weeks, he regained stability and, more importantly, confidence in himself. Balance not only prevents falls, it also shows that your neuromuscular system is still agile and responsive. Short pause. Those who keep this ability tend to move with security, enjoy their daily activities more, and maintain their independence for longer. If you want to test yourself, try this. Short pause. Stand near a table. For safety, lift one foot off the ground and count to 10. If you can do it easily, congratulations. It means your body is still responding with precision. Short pause. And if not, don't worry. Daily practice, patience, and simple exercises can help you recover lost stability. Balancing on one foot is not just a physical challenge. It is a sign that your body and mind are still working in harmony. Short pause. And that harmony is one of the clearest keys to reaching 100 with strength and confidence. Pause. Sign number 4. Getting down to the floor and standing back up without help. Of all the abilities that make the difference between limited aging and one full of vitality, few are as revealing as the ability to get down to the floor and stand back up without help. Short pause. This gesture, which may seem simple to many, is actually a complete test of mobility, strength, and coordination. Why is it so important? Short pause. Because it involves practically the entire body. Your legs to bend and push upward, your core to stabilize, your arms to assist with balance, and the flexibility of your joints to allow fluid move. Short pause. If you can do it without difficulty, it means your body is maintaining an exceptional level of health. Think about daily life. Short pause. There are many situations that involve moving toward the floor, playing with grandchildren, picking something up that has fallen, short pause, or even reacting after a stumble. When you are able to get down and back up on your own, you not only protect your independence but also reduce risks. Short pause. Since many falls become dangerous precisely because the person is unable to rise afterward. Take Clara, age 78, as an example. She had always been active, but over time she began to avoid sitting on the floor out of fear she wouldn't be able to get back up. One day, her granddaughter insisted on playing a puzzle on the carpet, and Clara realized the problem wasn't only physical, it was mental. Short pause. She had lost confidence. She decided to train little by little, starting with assisted movements from a chair, then practicing positions that allowed her to rely more on her legs than her arms. Short pause. Within a few months she regained mobility, and with it the security to keep enjoying her daily life. Experts consider the ability to get up from the floor one of the strongest predictors of longevity, because it integrates strength, flexibility, and coordination. Short pause. And the best part is that it is never too late to work on it. So next time you avoid bending down out of fear, you won't get up. Remember, every time you manage to do it on your own, short pause, you are proving your body still has what it takes for a long, active, and fulfilling life. Pause. Sign number 5. Carrying a grocery bag without struggle. You don't need to lift heavy weights at a gym to prove strength. One of the most practical and revealing tests in daily life, short pause, is the ability to carry a full grocery bag without feeling drained. This simple, everyday gesture reflects the state of your muscle strength, endurance, and, in many cases, your independence. When you can lift and carry a bag with no problem, it means your grip is still strong. Short pause. Your arms, shoulders, and back are working together, and your core is active to stabilize you. Short pause. Altogether, this shows a level of health many underestimate. In fact, medical studies have identified grip strength as one of the best predictors of longevity. Short pause. Those who maintain it tend to live longer and with better quality of life. Take Ricardo, age 75, as an example. One day, after returning from the supermarket, he noticed the bags felt heavier than usual. It wasn't that the products had changed. He had lost strength without realizing it. Short pause. Instead of giving in, he started practicing with small exercises, squeezing a rubber ball several times a day. Short pause, doing push-ups against the kitchen table, and lifting water bottles as improvised weights. Short pause. With consistency, within a few weeks, he was carrying his groceries as easily as before, and he even discovered that his overall daily energy had improved. The importance of this sign goes beyond the physical. Short pause. Being able to carry objects with confidence means keeping autonomy in your everyday life. No depending on others for simple tasks like bringing in the groceries or moving items around the house. That feeling of self-sufficiency also boosts your mood, building more confidence and motivation. The best part is you don't need complex routines to keep your strength. Short pause. Basic exercises, repeated regularly, are enough to maintain active and functional muscles. So next time you carry your grocery bags, pay attention. If you do it without effort, celebrate it. Short pause. It's a clear sign that your body still holds the strength needed to support you for many more years of independence and vitality. Sign number 6. Climbing a flight of stairs without stopping. Stairs may seem like an everyday obstacle, but in reality, they are one of the most complete tests of your body's health. Short pause. If you are between 65 and 80 years old and can still climb a flight of stairs without stopping or running out of breath, it means your heart, lungs, and muscles are still working efficiently and in coordination. Climbing stairs combines several elements: leg strength to push you upward, balance to keep you steady, and cardiovascular endurance to sustain the effort. Short pause. That's why, when you can do it without needing a break, you're sending a clear sign that your body still holds a rare vitality and that your energy remains above the average for your age. Think about it. Short pause. Many older adults avoid stairs and prefer elevators or ramps. And while that might seem like a comfortable choice, short pause, it's also a sign of declining physical capacity. Keeping the habit of climbing stairs not only exercises your body, short pause, it also keeps you independent, ensuring that you can move with confidence anywhere, without depending on technology or assistance. Take Jorge, age 73, as an example. He realized he had started choosing the elevator, even to go up a single floor. Short pause. At first, he didn't think much of it, until one day, visiting a friend's house, he felt out of breath at the top of the staircase. That was his wake-up call. He decided to train by using every opportunity to climb 2 or 3 flights a day. Short pause. Gradually increasing the amount. Over time, he regained strength, improved his breathing, and no longer feels stairs are an impossible challenge. Specialists agree that this ability is a direct marker of cardiovascular health. Short pause. If your heart and lungs can sustain the climb, it means your body still has the energy required to face physical challenges. So next time you encounter a staircase, observe yourself. Short pause. If you can climb it with confidence and without stopping, celebrate it. It's undeniable proof that your body still preserves the endurance needed to accompany you in a long, active, and fulfilling life. Pause. Sign number 7. Remembering conversations and recent events. Memory is much more than recalling dates or names. It reflects how your brain functions and consequently, your overall health. Short pause. If you are between 65 and 80 years old and can still clearly remember recent conversations, details of what you did yesterday, or even where you left your keys, short pause, you are showing that your mind remains sharp and active. Keeping memory at this age is both a privilege and a sign of longevity. It means your brain is getting enough oxygen and nutrients, your neurons are communicating effectively. Short pause. And your lifestyle is supporting mental health. That's why those who preserve this ability are usually more independent, make better decisions, and enjoy richer personal and family relationships. An inspiring example is Paulina, age 79. While many of her friends complained about frequent forgetfulness, she continued attending literary gatherings, quoting books, and engaging in deep conversations. Short pause. Her secret was simple. She read every day, solved crossword puzzles, and stayed socially active. Without realizing it, she was training her brain like a muscle. Short pause, strengthening neural connections that kept her alert. Memory loss is not always inevitable. Small habits can make a big difference. Sleeping well, walking daily, learning new skills, and maintaining social relationships. Short pause. All of these stimulate the brain, reinforce neuroplasticity, and slow natural decline. Test yourself. Short pause. Try recalling what you ate 2 nights ago, or the main topics from your last conversation with a friend. If you can do it easily, your mind is in excellent shape. Short pause. And if you notice frequent forgetfulness, don't see it as a sentence. It's simply a sign that you need to exercise your memory more often. Mental clarity not only prolongs life but also improves its quality. Keeping memory sharp means enjoying conversations, projects, and experiences. Short pause, without feeling like time is stealing them away. If you can still recall recent events with clarity, celebrate it. Short pause. It is one of the most powerful signs that your path to 100 is filled with vitality, purpose, and meaning. Pause. Sign number 8. Sleeping well and waking up with energy. Sleep is one of the pillars of health, and yet one of the most overlooked and underestimated. Short pause. Sleeping deeply and waking up with renewed energy is a clear sign that your body is functioning properly. If between the ages of 65 and 80 you can still rest well, short pause, it means your body maintains an extraordinary ability to recover. Sleep is not just closing your eyes and resting. During sleep, your brain processes memories, cells are repaired, short pause, and your immune system is strengthened. That's why waking up feeling fresh and ready to start the day is much more than a pleasant sensation. Short pause, it's an indicator of longevity and proof that your organs are still working in harmony. Insomnia, frequent awakenings, or the feeling of tiredness in the morning are warning signs. Many believe poor sleep is inevitable with age, but that is not true. Short pause. While sleep patterns do change over the years, the quality of rest depends largely on daily habits and how you take care of your environment. Take Roberto, age 74, as an example. For months, he woke up several times during the night and felt exhausted throughout the day. Short pause. He thought it was normal until he decided to improve his routine. He reduced caffeine in the afternoon, avoided screens before bed, and set a fixed bedtime. Short pause. In a short time, his nights became more peaceful, and he began waking up with energy, which positively affected his mood, his memory, and even his motivation to exercise. Good sleep also impacts heart health, weight control, and the prevention of neurodegenerative diseases. Short pause. Specialists say a good night's sleep can be as powerful as exercise and nutrition in the pursuit of a long and healthy life. So ask yourself, short pause, do you wake up refreshed or do you feel the night was not enough? If you still enjoy restorative sleep, celebrate it. Short pause. It means your body still has the power to recover, and you hold one of the strongest signs that you can reach 100 years with vitality, energy, and enthusiasm. Sign number 9. Staying motivated and keeping active projects. The body ages, yes, but true youth is reflected in the mind and in the attitude with which you face each day. Short pause. If between the ages of 65 and 80, you still feel excited about starting new projects, learning different things, or achieving personal goals, short pause, you hold one of the most powerful signs of longevity, motivation. Motivation is not just an emotional push. It is also a biological engine. Short pause. When you have goals, your brain releases dopamine, a neurotransmitter linked to pleasure, focus, and vitality. Short pause. This keeps your mind active, strengthens your immune system, and protects you from apathy and depression, two silent enemies of aging that often steal years of quality life. Take Teresa, age 77, as an inspiring example. After retiring, many thought she would spend her time simply resting. Short pause. But instead, she enrolled in a painting course. At first, she saw it as a hobby. Short pause. But soon realized that the project gave her energy, introduced her to new friends, and kept her mentally active. Today, Teresa not only paints, short pause, but also organizes exhibitions in her community. And she says that purpose has given her an extra reason to wake up enthusiastically every morning. Keeping active projects, no matter how small, is key to well-being. Short pause. It could be learning a new language, growing a garden, writing in a journal, taking care of a pet, or simply committing to walk a certain distance each day. Short pause. What matters is having a goal that moves you, takes you out of routine, and makes you feel alive. Those who preserve motivation not only live longer, but live better. Short pause. They have more energy, healthier relationships, and greater resilience when facing challenges. Even more, they hold on to a sense of purpose, an essential ingredient to keeping the mind young. Ask yourself, short pause, what project or personal goal excites you right now? If you have a clear answer, celebrate it. Short pause. It means your mind is still lit up, and your heart still holds the passion to accompany you on a path full of vitality toward 100 years of life. Pause. Sign number 10. Maintaining an active and meaningful social network. Longevity does not depend only on strong muscles or a healthy heart. It is also deeply connected to human relationships. Short pause. If between the ages of 65 and 80, you still keep close friendships, spend time with your family, or participate in community activities, you hold one of the most powerful signs of a longer, fuller life. Short pause. An active and meaningful social network. Numerous studies have shown that people with solid social bonds not only live longer, but also face lower risks of depression, cognitive decline, and heart disease. Short pause emotional support strengthens the immune system, regulates stress, and provides a daily sense of purpose that no pill can match. Take Manuel, age 70, as an example. After becoming widowed, he fell into loneliness, and his health began to decline quickly. A friend encouraged him to join a walking group for older adults. Short pause. At first, he attended with hesitation, but little by little, he discovered that those outings were not just exercise. They were opportunities to talk, laugh, and feel accompanied. Today, Manuel says those friendships brought him back to life. Short pause, and gave him new reasons to keep moving forward. Maintaining a social network doesn't mean having hundreds of acquaintances. It means having people you trust, with whom you can share joys, concerns, and projects. Short pause. It may be family, a circle of friends, neighbors, or even an online community. Short pause. What truly matters is feeling like you belong, because belonging reminds us that we are still useful and valuable. If you have people nearby who listen to you, support you, and make you laugh, celebrate it. Short pause, that is one of the most powerful medicines against aging. And if you notice your social circle has shrunk, there are always ways to expand it. Clubs, classes, community activities, or volunteering. Short pause. It's never too late to open the door to new connections. Isolation shortens life, but companionship extends it. Short pause. So take care of your relationships the same way you take care of your physical health. If you maintain an active and meaningful social network, you hold one of the clearest signs that you can reach 100 with fulfillment and joy. Pause. Closing section. We have gone through 10 signs that, if you still keep them between the ages of 65 and 80, short pause are a true treasure and a clear indicator of longevity. Standing up from a chair without support. Short pause. Walking briskly. Short pause. Maintaining balance. Short pause. Getting down to the floor and back up without help. Short pause. Carrying a grocery bag. Short pause. Climbing stairs. Short pause. Remembering conversations. Short pause. Sleeping well. Short pause. Staying motivated with projects. Short pause. And maintaining a meaningful social network. Pause. Each of these abilities is a piece of the puzzle that builds a long, fulfilling, and high-quality life. The most important thing to understand is that this is not a test where you either pass or fail. Maybe you identified several signs you still have, short pause, and others where you notice difficulties. That should not discourage you, short pause, because science and the experience of millions of people show that it is never too late to regain strength, endurance, memory, or motivation. The body and mind have an incredible ability to adapt, short pause, as long as we give them the chance through consistent habits and patience. Perhaps you realized your balance isn't what it used to be, short pause, or that climbing stairs is harder now. The good news is that with small daily changes, light exercise, restorative sleep, healthy eating, reading, and social interaction, short pause, you can transform your physical and mental state in surprising ways. Age doesn't matter as much as consistency and the attitude you choose to face each day with. These signs are not just indicators of health. Short pause, they are also reminders that life after 65 can still be active, productive, and exciting. Those who keep them often enjoy greater independence, fewer illnesses, and, most importantly, a better quality of life that allows them to make the most of every moment. So I invite you to reflect. Short pause. How many of these signs do you recognize in yourself? Which one would you like to strengthen? Short pause. Share it in the comments, because your experience may inspire others on the same journey. If you found this video helpful, give it a like, share it with friends and family. Short pause, and subscribe to the channel to keep receiving health and longevity tips. Your support motivates us to keep creating content that helps you live longer and better.